Hi, everyone. Good Thursday evening to you. Time for a quick weather update. We're tracking some snow moving in. That'll be late in the day on Friday. It's going to snow all night Friday night. It winds down early Saturday morning. Most of the weekend looks fine. Most of tomorrow will be fine as well. Sunday probably has an edge on Saturday for the better of the 2 days this upcoming weekend. Let's waste no time. We're not going to spend too much time talking about this tonight, but we can jump right into it and take a look at what we have for the timing of the start time of snow. It will be between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. tomorrow. 4 p.m. over southern Maine, central Maine. It's probably more likely 6 p.m. or so. But the morning will feature thickening clouds. Any early morning sun will fade away. We'll probably get a nice sunrise with some of those clouds increasing, but clouds will win out during the afternoon. If you're traveling, if you have any outdoor plans on Friday, I think we're in good shape until the late afternoon and evening. Again, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be the start time for snow. If you're traveling tomorrow night, be mindful. Roads will be snow covered and visibility will be reduced. It's not a blockbuster of a storm, but it's enough that it will be a little slippery, I think, out there. A respectable amount of snow is expected. Again, not a big storm, but we're tracking snowfall amounts. Generally 4 to 7 inches of snow. And for some reason, I don't have my little drawing tool on here. We got, oh, here we go. I think our best chance for getting on the upper end of that will be in this region right in here. So those areas will probably stand the greatest chance for getting over a half foot, 6, 7 inches. It's probably like 5 or 4 to 6 inches here. I don't know. And then up towards the Lewis and Auburn area, closer to 4 or 5 inches. Those of you across mid-coast Maine, 3 to 5 in your neck of the woods, and lighter amounts farther off to the north. And we'll come back to this map in a little bit. But no big changes from the last couple of days. It still looks like we're on track for plowable snow, but again, not a blockbuster. Here we are with satellite radar. We're tracking some high thin clouds moving in. That's it. Let's try to dissect the storm. And this is the same front that moved south yesterday. Remember that front? It had that pencil thin line of rain and snow down in southern New England. That has shifted south, but it's coming back this time as a series of fronts. There's a low pressure center that's right up in here that will work its way right up into the Great Lakes. And that is going to spawn a second area of low pressure, which will be down in here for tomorrow. So not a nor'easter or anything like that, but what's happening here, we're seeing basically a transfer of energy from one storm in the Great Lakes to a secondary area of low pressure south of Cape Cod in Long Island. That will be 6 o'clock in the evening on Friday. Notice it's snowing here in Maine. Eventually, that purple occluded front right there transitions over to what we call a surface trough, and that will eventually move out early Saturday. Our best chance for getting a little bit of snow Saturday morning will be in southern parts of Maine, and we're quickly transitioning to just snow showers, flurries, and light snow early in the day. And the trend will be for increasing amounts of sun from north to south during the course of the afternoon. So let's talk about the snowfall amounts again. This is just one forecast model, and you can see the areas that are in the darker shades of blue. Those indicate our greatest chance for perhaps getting a half foot of snow. That's the 6-inch line right there. So I think there will be some spots that get about a half foot to maybe 7 inches of snow. So that's why we have about 4 to 7. So just about everyone in here gets 4 to 7. There it is. And Lewiston, Auburn, most of Androscoggin County is on the upper end of that 2 to 5. And I don't think anyone's getting 2 there. Our best chance for getting 2 will probably be up in this region right here. So these are the 2s. These are the 4s and 5s. This is the 4 to 6 or whatever. This is going to be the 5 to 7 back in here. How's that? That's my John Madden telestrating right there. Remember he used to do that? We got a blocker here, a blocker here. A lot of folks don't remember John Madden, but I enjoyed his telestrating back in the day. But that's what we're expecting for snowfall. Let's take a look at the timing again. We're tracking some morning sun fading away, and the early morning sun will quickly move out. That's 7 o'clock in the morning. We might have a sneaky good sunrise tomorrow with these clouds increasing. Sometimes it can make for pretty colors, some oranges and reds. What is it? Red sky at night, sailors delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So it will be a red sky in morning. The clouds went out by afternoon. And again, I don't think we're going to see any snow until very late in the day. This is, about 4 o'clock. And again, we've been highlighting the 4 o'clock time frame for the start time here. And it's closer to about 6 o'clock in this area. So 4 to 6 p.m. for the start time. And it's going to be snowing all night. I think we're going to see a round of snow that will be with us overnight. If you're heading out for Friday night dinner and a movie, plan on snow-covered roads and slippery travel. But it looks like the snow will be with us at least into early morning, 2, 3 o'clock. Most of our accumulation is starting to wind down, my guess, around 2 a.m. on Saturday. It will still snow into the early morning hours, but I think the efficiency of accumulation will be significantly less during the 6, 7 o'clock time frame. So I envision something just like this, where we're going to see at least southern parts of Maine seeing some flurries, snow showers, on and off light snow. So that's how we'll start the weekend. But notice we're already seeing that clearing trend up into northern Maine, and that will eventually work its way south during the course of the afternoon. So the sun's going to try to poke out, and the sun's going to poke out a little bit sooner up into the western mountains of Maine, central portions of Maine, mid-coast Maine. Those of you down in York County, you might be saying, where's the sun, Charlie? It might take a good chunk of the day to see a little bit of sun return there. But these clouds are probably going to linger for most of the day in southern parts of Maine. But that's Saturday. Most of Saturday should be just fine. And Sunday looks even better. I think Sunday we'll see a lot of sun. A lot of question marks about a Monday storm. It's a big storm. It's a powerful storm. If this were to be a direct hit, there's no question it'll be a blizzard. I don't think it's a direct hit, though. I think it's a couple hundred miles off to our east. Now, I could see a scenario where we're on the extreme northwestern edge of the precip shield. And if that's the case, yeah, we'll get a little bit of snow and gusty winds. This would have to take a significant shift west for us to see a blizzard. But, we've seen this happen before. We're something to stay updated on. But right now, I think it's just a little too far east to give us much of an impact here. If we see any snow along coastal areas, it's, especially down east, maybe coastal York County, those areas, it would be late in the day on Monday. That's about 6 p.m. So bears watching. Imagine that if we miss this one again, which we probably will, but that would be 2 major storms that just missed us off to the east. Remember the one a couple of weeks ago? That would have been a blizzard as well. So we've been talking about how cold and snowy this winter's been, but there were 2 storms that got away, at least one that's already got away. And this one Monday is probably going to either miss us or on the extreme edge of it. 7-day has that weather warning for tomorrow night. Those flakes tomorrow are late in the day, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be start time. But that red icon, that's our station's way of saying, heads up, we have some impactful weather on the way. And the early morning snow moves out Saturday. We'll have some afternoon sun develop from north to south. Sunday looks nice. Outdoor plans are in good shape. Skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling. I've been getting messages from folks who like to go snowmobiling saying, Charlie, we could use a refresh on the trails. I was actually out on the trails today, and I noticed some bare spots, few bare spots here and there. So yeah, this will help out. 4 to 7 inches of snow will certainly help out with that. So I think it's just enough that, it'll freshen things up a little bit. But it's not enough that it's, keep everybody in and that kind of thing. So something to watch. We're watching that storm on Monday. There'll be another round of snow, maybe some coastal rain, either late Wednesday or early Thursday. The timing is uncertain with that. But I think that's our our next chance for getting a little bit of snow. That'll be mid next week. But there we go. Late day snow tomorrow. Those flakes will be very late in the day and moving out during the morning. If you're just joining us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, let's just get back to the only thing you're probably interested in seeing is the snowfall map. There we go. 4 to 7. No. Oh, rats. That's not the one. This is the one. And in the 2 to 5, I was thinking, do we put Lewis in 4 to 5, 4 to 7, or do we keep him 2 to 5? I don't think you're getting 2, but you're probably getting 4 to 5. So the 4 to 5s are down in here. The 2s and 3s are up in here. The 3s to 6s are right in here. And the 5 to 7s are in here. How's that? Wow, that's ugly. All right. Let's see what we have for questions on here. Wyndham. Rick says, Wyndham, 4+. Yeah, you're in the 4 to 7. Yeah, you're probably good for, I bet you're good for 5 or 6. Yeah, that's my guess. Rick. Hey, Travis, what's up, bud? Thanks for the info. Angela, you're very welcome, Angela. What are we looking at for West Bath? Upper end of 2 to 5, 4 or 5. Brandon. Hey, David St. Laurent is here. Hello, Charlie. Thanks for the update. You're very welcome, David. You'll probably be out doing some snow removal, I would imagine, Saturday morning. So good to see you on here. Tell your brother I say hi. Hello from Rockland. Colette says, yes, Rockland. Rockland's going to be in the lower end of the 2 to 5, 3 inches. Let's go 3 for you. Let's see, Jim. No more snow. Please bring in spring and summer. All right. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people have had enough of winter. I don't know. This is not one of those winters where it just slides into spring. I mean, we'll get our spring days, but March is going to be active, I think. Sydney is always on the line. Yeah. Are we at 2 or 7? Yeah, Sydney, I think you're probably in Sydney up in Kennebec County there. You're probably going to be 3 or 4. How's that? 3 or 4 inches. But that's why we do a little bit of a range there. Excuse me. Sorry, I got this IFB in my ear, this little earpiece. It's bugging my ear. I apologize. In Westbrook, Westbrook 4 to 7. You're probably not 7, but you're not 4 either. Probably 4 to 6. How's that? Sound good. Biddeford 4 to 7 for you too, Amy. Yeah, how does that sound? All right. Thanks everybody for checking in. All right, we'll leave it as that tonight. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday evening. What a day today. Oh, by the way, we had our first sea breeze today. Anyone notice that? At the Jetport, let's see, I don't know what time it was, 1 or 2 o'clock. It went from 40 degrees to 37 degrees in an hour, and we had a west wind that shifted south and increased to 10 miles per hour. So we were talking about that the last couple of days. Will we get a sea breeze? First sea breeze of 2026. So we got that. So first sign of maybe, spring-ish weather at times. But water temperature, ocean water temperature is 37. So we have a ways to go. But that's why we get the sea breeze. All right, folks, have a nice night. And we'll have another update. Actually, Emily's in tomorrow morning. She'll have an update. We have Hannah in during the midday hour. She'll have an update as well on our digital platforms here. And also, I guess I'll be here tomorrow night. So we'll have more updates then. All right, folks. Hope everybody has a nice night. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Take care.